Hello everyone, my name is Isabel Bermudez, and today I'm going to be tackling the Anthropocene Reviewed Scratch and Sniff stickers. The main idea of this chapter is that John Green explains his experience with the popular children's stationery that takes him back to unsatisfying memories of not being able to grow up and having a slower developing childhood than everyone else in his grade level. I'm going to be tackling purpose and situation, also known as path. I believe that John Green was trying to tell us to look at life through an artificial point of view, and the situation given was that the odor of the scratch and sniff stickers can be associated with the memory. Whether that memory is positive or negative, that is up to the writer. In summary, I'm going to do a breakdown of the paragraphs 1 through 5, 6 through 10, 11 through 15, 16 through 20, as well as an analysis for the overall score given. To start, John Green begins with a recent event involving a VR roller coaster that felt as if he was actually riding one. Going through what smelled like the scent of an ocean, he reminded him of a scent of deodorizer he used in high school. The devices used through paragraphs 2 and 3 are the creation of an allusion to the memory of a scent he used in high school. So he associated what was called spring rain as a scent that he used in high school. It could replicate it, but it wasn't exactly like the real thing. Another example of another device is that he states one of the things that makes smell so powerful, of course, is its connection to the memory. He makes a connection as well as a transition to the next memory he faces. Now, if you continue reading through this paragraph 3, he starts to make a transition to a newer memory and a newer time. To continue, paragraphs 6 through 10, Green continues to imply that he used to collect these stickers in a large pink sticker book, and that when he would scratch them, the smell was so strong that he would associate it to a time where he was bullied and felt very small. He states, "By the time I was 10 or 11, everyone had moved on from sticker collecting. Everyone, that is, except for me. Other times, garbage was poured on my head as I sat at my desk. Aside from the physical pain, it made me feel small and powerless. But I didn't really resist it, because many days it was the only time I had any social interaction. Even when there was wet garbage on my head, I tried to laugh, like I was in on the joke." He uses flashbacks to a personal appeals, and shifts the tone to a more melancholy sound, and you start to feel bad for the writer and everything that he went to. To continue, paragraphs 11 through 15, he describes that after all those years passed, he is still able to scratch the stickers and they would still have a very strong scent. He says that once he finds this pink sticker book, he decides to scratch them again and realizes that it still smells as how it smells. For example, he had a garbage sticker that even when he scratched it again, it didn't exactly smell like garbage, but something. Devices in paragraph 11 includes the resort back to the microencapsulation, the process of making a scent so strong. He states, "Anyway, the weird part is not that I collected scratch and sniff stickers until I was a teenager. The weird part is I still have the sticker album, and the stickers, when scratched, still erupt with scent. Scratch and sniff stickers are created by a process called microencapsulation, which was originally developed in the 1960s for carbonless copy paper. I believe he's trying to give a bit of background on what makes the smell so powerful, which is called microencapsulation." In paragraphs 16 through 20, Green shifts the tone to a positive idea that involves a scent that is not sold anymore, and how he connected it to a much happier time. He explains how humans tend to replicate the beauty of the earth with artificial smells. So, as the scratch and sniff stickers, something is put into them to make a smell so powerful to replicate something like an ocean or the wilderness, anything that could be involved in your landscape or surroundings. But when you replicated it into a sticker, it still is so powerful that you can associate it with a particular time or a particular event that happened in your life. Some devices used in paragraph 19 is he brings back a personal thought and appeal once again. He states, "God knows we've artificialized much else, but we haven't succeeded yet. When I open that ancient sticker book and scratch the yellowing stickers curling at the edges, what I smell is not pizza or chocolate, but my childhood. This is very deep because he states that back then, when he scratched these stickers, it would be associated with the time where he was bullied or when garbage was poured on his head and everything in between. So you start to empathize with Green and you start to feel and be put in his shoes. He states that he was severely bullied and had a slower developing childhood than everyone else. Everyone would stop collecting them, and he would still collect them throughout high school. He would associate them with particular memories and particular events that happened throughout his life. All in all, he gives this chapter 3.5-star rating. I believe this is because the scent of the stickers made him associate to a darker time. Even though he had a negative image on them, the scent caused him to go back in time to his childhood. I personally would agree with Green's rating. Even though you have a lot of things that can remind you of your childhood, those memories might not always be positive. They are mostly associated with, you would think, a positive event, but sometimes people go through different situations, and the stickers, for example, in this situation, brought him back to a darker time where you start to empathize with him. And it'll make you think back to a time where you had a piece of stationery that whenever you would smell it or the scent of something would be so strong, it would take you back years and years to either a positive memory or a not so positive memory. So I personally would give it a 3.5 as well, just because I can relate and I have a lot of things that I believe don't associate with the most positive of memories, but I agree with his rating overall, a 3.5. And thank you for listening. My name was Isabel Bermudez, and I hope you had a good time listening.